So today I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the potential direction of the US S&P 500. What I'm about to show you is long term. Number one, I don't think a lot of people are looking at the past history over the last, say, 36 months, 48 months or so, and what has happened, and the actual chart formation that I'm actually starting to see. I'm not going to take full credit for this. I'm going to give some credit in an interview with Raw Paul of Real Vision that I saw the other day, and this is really insightful. It gives you a better idea of what's happening and possibly the sputtering and the exhaustion that the market is now starting to experience. So let's look at the charts. So in this first chart this is a chart of the S&P 500 on a weekly basis going all the way back to May of 2016. And what I want to point out is the November of 2018 to January of 2019 move in the S&P 500. During that period of time, we saw the S&P 500 lose about 20 or so percent, and then started to recover after the first of the year, which then set us up for the next bull market, that bull market move that we saw from end of January or so of 2019 all the way through February of 2020. At that point, we made an all-time high in the S&P 500 in, I believe it was February 18th or so of 2020. And then that's when we have started to experience that downward move. We went through the lows of the 2018, November of 2018 down move, and we ended up bottoming just under 2,200 on the S&P. And since then, the market has rallied right back up to where it is as of this time of me recording this video of 2836. Now, something very important to point out here is the high of 2018 was around 2950. We have not breached that. So I look at this as a head and shoulders move. And at the left shoulder is the November of 2018 top, and then the sell-off, and then the head is the February of 2020 top, and then to move down further below the 2018 bottoming, and then to move up to now we're pressing up against 2,900 or so on the S&P 500 as of this recording. The key is, if this market is going to potentially go higher based on technical analysis, we need to punch through that 2950, which then that 2950 becomes support, and we would most likely retest it, and if that test holds up, it would go higher from there. But in market conditions today, April 17th, we're seeing the S&P 500 losing steam, which may indicate a potential turning of the S&P 500 in a move downward, which means the next, based on head and shoulders movements, the next move down would potentially be that low that we saw in mid-March around 2200, just under 2200 range. If we don't support there, then let's go to the monthly chart, and I'll give you some perspective on that. The monthly chart then puts us in resistance levels of around that 2200 range. The next level is around 1957 on the S&P, and then from there 1652 on the S&P. All right, once you get into that range, then you really start to get into the depths of the deepest parts of the ocean, and that is around that 1300 to 1400 range. Something to consider as you're allocating your portfolio and making allocation decisions going forward. In closing, it's technical analysis, it's behavioral patterns, and what history tells us is that if we don't punch through that 2950 mark, we could be seeing another sell down. Now remember, we could get in a range where we bounce between, say, 2,600 and 2,950 for a long time as we work through this virus issue and this really global economic issue. But in turn, it's more of patience and wait and see. The keys to all this is your risk management. What are you doing to prevent more losses and then continuous losses? Are you shoring up your portfolio? Are you properly allocating in places where when markets go down, your portfolio goes up? Think in those terms. If I can be of any help, please reach out to me. I'll leave my contact information at the end of this video. I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope you're staying healthy and safe. And you know what? Just don't take risks when you don't have to. Take care and have a lovely day.